Here are some tips and tricks about how to wrap a scarf with hanging tails. You'll probably notice that many women that you see on the street and many of the videos that I have hanging tails. So first of all, when you're shopping, take a look at the scarf. You know, this scarf here has really nice hanging tails, so if they're hanging down beside your head, it looks really cute. You can also find ones like this which have scalloped edges. These are incredibly beautiful when they're hanging down beside your head. They can really frame your face nicely. I have another example which has a lot of fringe, which is a lot of fun if you have the tail hanging down. So just take a look at the ends of your scarves and you'll figure out if you want them hanging down or not. Now you have a choice between having the tails hanging down at the back of your head or down the side. So I'm going to show you with a square scarf how to make that adjustment. It's very, very easy with a square scarf. So here's my square scarf. I folded it in a triangle, put it on my head. So basically you either tie it here, which has it hanging down the back, or you just make a little adjustment and then you tie it right behind your ear, so then you have it hanging down the side. So with square scarves, it's very, very easy. You just adjust it. Okay, here's my scarf. With long scarves, it's a different story. Most people might assume that you'll wrap a scarf like this with the tails hanging evenly. And you'll just crisscross the back, wrap it around the bun, and then tie it at the bottom. Now, this is a very, very basic way of tying, but the problem with it is that many long scarves aren't quite long enough to give you a nice little fringe at the back, and many people would like to have a longer fringe. So here is my solution for this issue. So what I do is I take my scarf and I make one end longer than the other. The short end is just not going to be wrapped around, it's just going to be left hanging. So I take that, you can see one end here is quite short, but one, I can't show it in the camera. So you take that, give it a nice tie at the back, and now you have a really long end and a short end. So here's where your choice comes in. If you were to take the long end and wrap it over your head and tie it like this, then you have a side, because this side of the knot is coming out at this end. You see what I mean? So then you have a nice side ponytail. But many people want to have it hanging at the back, so this is where you have to do something different. So you notice the knot at the back here, this is the short side, this is the long side. Take the long side and bring it around the side of the short side. Then wrap it around. And then you tie it. And then it falls at the back. So that's the little trick, it's just bringing the long end around the side of the short end. So then you have it hanging nicely. So please let me know if you have any other questions about hanging tails, but hopefully this helped clear up a couple of things. Okay, cool too.